Time and back at it for the start of quarter three. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number three. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number three. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here we go. Stroud to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, able to avoid it. How did he stay on his feet? A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Oh, good move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Can.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Hey, can.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 2. To kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Mixon will try. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
They give it to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings
Here we go.
2nd and 2. At the Texans.
Play action. It's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 yards.
With that, he has done what nobody else has done in the 1st century of NFL football. He has gone over 400 yards receiving in a single game. Simply incredible. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with a touchdown under 20 on the year. And the Bengals are pouring it on. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say that lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And up taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. As he throws there, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Gets around him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1, ready? 11, empty. 11, 11, 11. Here we go. Right 80. That.
Here's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 22.
From the 22, Burrow. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Wide 80.
They'll drop the throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on 1 and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw here. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man.
And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game.
And he works free. Still going. Jamar Chase.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
69 yards.
And the Bengals just continue to roll.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw.
They'll complete this one to Collins.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And inches.
They'll go with a keeper.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Shamar Stewart
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd and long.
That's complete to Dell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.